Okay, in this video, we are going to learn chapter 11, Inheritance. This is one of the chapter in theme 3, Inheritance and Genetic Technology. First, let's define monohybrid inheritance ataupun perwarisan monohybrid. Okay, apa yang dimaksudkan dengan perwarisan monohybrid? Mono means one. Cross here refers to kacukan. So monohybrid inheritance involves the inheritance of one characteristics and contrasting traits which is controlled by the gene. Okay, jadi kita lihat apa maksud characteristics. Okay, it refers to a heritable feature such as height, eye color, blood group, and presence of dimples. And each characteristics is a feature of an organism. Okay, next, the meaning of trait. Okay, it's a variation of specific characteristics. Contohnya tadi kita sebut, kita ambil contoh ketinggian kan, height. So dia punya variasi bagi specific characteristics height ini adalah sama ada dia adalah tinggi ataupun dia adalah rendah. Variasi ini kita panggil dia sebagai trait lah, and it is controlled by gene. Jadi gene ini adalah basic unit of inheritance, iaitu unit asas bagi perwarisan. Okay, so this picture is showing the father of modern genetics, okay, iaitu Gregor Mendel. So the study of hereditary and variation of inherited characteristics, we call it as genetics. And Gregor Mendel ini adalah orang pertama who scientifically explain the principles of inheritance. Okay, kita akan lihat dengan lebih lanjut. Okay, sebab dia buat beberapa eksperimen ini. So, Mendel experiments. Okay, apa yang dia buat is that he's using these pea plants, Pisum sativum ini, untuk membuat kajian beliau. Because this plant has got 7 different characteristics yang ada contrasting traits that are very obvious, that are easy to identify. Okay, sebab itu dia pilih pokok kacang peas ini. So he suggested in his theory that the characteristics in the parent plant is passed down to its next generation melalui sel pembiakan iaitu gametes, male and also female gametes. And this shows that the nuclei of the male and female gametes carry genetic materials of inherited characteristics. Okay, so the inheritance factor ini, which determines the characteristics, iaitu unit asas pewarisan itu, kita panggil dia sebagai gene. Okay, for example, characteristics of the seed pod, here, the seed shape, the pod shape macam mana, seed color, ataupun the plant height. So dia punya traits itu adalah sama ada di tinggi ataupun rendah, for example. The 7 characteristics. So in monohybrid inheritance experiment, Mendel used purebred pea plants. Purebred ini adalah bakatulin. Pokok kacang peas bakatulin. He's using that. He was using that as the parental generation. Nanti kita lihat istilah apa maksud parental generations. Okay, to study the inheritance of the pea plants traits, yeah. So the purebred pea plants are produced through self-cross plant kacukan sendiri, which have similar traits to that of its parent plant in terms of genetic contents. Therefore, self-cross of purebred tall pea plants produce only tall offsprings. Apa maksud dia? Okay, because in the dominance principle, Mendel explained that in a pea plant with a pair of contrasting traits, its trait is determined by a dominant inheritance factor, whereas another contrasting trait is determined by a recessive inheritance factor. So dominant inheritance factor suppresses the effect of recessive inheritance factor, hence the recessive trait is not visible although its inheritance factor exists together with the dominant inheritance factor in a pea plant. Okay, so this is the reason why he chose the pea plant as his research materials. Okay, because first, it can be easily grown and bears many seedlings. It has both male and female reproductive structures, has a short generation interval, than any penting. It possesses contrasting characteristics and traits that are obvious.